Welcome to Chief of Party to Chief of Party, success in your first 90 days. As you navigate the USAID landscape for the first time or seek to sharpen your skills, we're here to provide the guidance you need to address the unique challenges of this role. Host Donna Vincent Roa, an experienced Chief of Party, will inform and inspire your journey.
Welcome to a new exploration in leadership where we delve into the art of conflict resolution. I am Dr. Donna Vincent Roa. I'm a fellow Chief of Party, and we are the conductors of a diverse orchestra of ideas and personality, each with the potential for harmony or occasionally dissonance. Today we're going to unpack how to manage disagreements and facilitate resolutions that not only diffuse tension, but also can propel your project forward. Now, conflict in a project is inevitable. We work in dynamic work environments, and the stakes are particularly high in the realm of international development and humanitarian assistance. The way you handle these moments can either fracture a team or it can forge stronger bonds, and it's your responsibility to steer towards the latter. Think about the last time you faced a disagreement within your team. It's not just about clash of opinions. It's usually about the underlying values, the motivation and goals. Understanding these various layers is the first step in transforming conflict into collaboration. It's about listening, not just to respond, but to understand. This approach shifts the conversation from a battleground to a roundtable where every perspective is a piece to a larger puzzle, the solution. So how do we navigate these choppy waters with grace and effectiveness? Well, let's start with the recognition that the conflict isn't inherently negative. It's often a sign of engagement or passion. The key here is to channel this energy constructively. You want to be the Chief of Party who sets the stage for open dialogue by creating an environment where team members can actually feel safe to express their thoughts without fear of reprisal. When a disagreement arises, it's really key to act swiftly, but to also be thoughtful in the way that you react. Procrastination can allow tensions to fester, so you don't want to procrastinate, but then alternatively, rushing can lead to oversights. You want to approach each situation with a calm, composed demeanor. When you do that, this communicates control and respect. We always need to use active listening techniques to ensure that every party around the table feels heard. This kind of behavior can lay the groundwork for a mutual understanding, and it also sets an example for your team to emulate. In a situation where there's conflict, we have to remember that resolution is not about winning or losing. It's about finding the best path forward, the best solution for the project. In these situations, encourage your team to focus on interests, not necessarily positions. This kind of subtle shift in perspective really can open the door to creative solutions that can serve the collective goal rather than the individual egos at the table. As you guide your team through these discussions, you as the Chief of Party need to maintain a neutral stance. This is not about taking sides. It's really about trying to understand each of those sides. Your role is to facilitate the conversation by asking open-ended questions. These questions can help to prompt deeper reflection or have each of the team members consider alternative viewpoints. You want to frame the conflict as a shared problem, a problem that requires a shared solution. In these kind of settings, it's also important to recognize when to intervene and when to step back. Autonomy is a powerful motivator, and often team members can resolve issues really among themselves if you give them the right tools and the support. Your role as a chief of party is to empower them with conflict resolution skills. You also want to ensure that in any kind of conflict setting that whoever is at the table does understand the bigger picture. Now, sometimes despite your best efforts, a resolution may not immediately be achievable. And in these kind of instances, it's wise to seek external support. If it gets complicated, we can bring in third-party mediators that can often provide a fresh perspective, and they can help to navigate any impasse that you might be experiencing. Using a mediator, well, it's not a sign of weakness, but it's really for you a demonstration of commitment to the project and also the well-being of your team. Implementing these kinds of strategies really requires practice and, I find, patience. Each conflict is unique, and really there's no one-size-fits-all solution. But with each challenge that you experience, really comes an opportunity to learn and to refine your approaches on your project. As you do, you'll build a team that's resilient and adaptable, and you'll find that when a solution is put in place, they'll become united in purpose. As we conclude, reflect on how conflict resolution is an integral part of your leadership journey. It's about cultivating a culture where differences are not just tolerated, but they become valued. They become a catalyst for growth and innovation. Your ability to navigate these kind of critical moments with poise and grace and purpose is not only going to solve the immediate issues in front of you, but it will also strengthen your team for any future challenges that they may experience. Thanks for joining me today in this exploration of conflict resolution. Remember, the true mark of leadership is not the absence of conflict, but it's in our ability to transform conflict into a force for positive change. I'm Dr. Donna Vincent Roa. Until next time, have a great week.
Thank you for tuning in to Chief of Party to Chief of Party, Success in Your First 90 Days, your go-to source for insightful, actionable guidance that can shape the success of your project. Let's continue to drive change and create impact, one USAID-funded project at a time.